2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just... Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3. And for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Bagley in at center. Brooks kicks to Morant. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
So it's Sacramento. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for Sacramento. Bogdanovich. And the rejection by Jackson. Basket counts.
No excuse for not boxing out Bogdanovich. He'll torch you for that mistake more often than not.
Brooks with no one around. Here's Valanciunas. Jackson passes to Morant. Brooks outside. 6 on the shot clock. Again, the miss by Brooks. Kings have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Barnes. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Oh, you love seeing Valanciunas spike it back. When he's active on this end, it makes a difference.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim. He doesn't get the finish, but the D's gotta be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
And despite that funky delivery, Jackson Jr. has become one of the more lethal three-point shooters in this league, no matter the position.
And give his father a lot of credit. He and his mom, it's in his DNA. I played with his father in Washington, and he was a knockdown, deadly shooter, a champion with the Spurs as well. Now, as far as Jackson Jr., he's already shooting around 40% from beyond the arc. That's an incredible number for a player his age. It makes the Grizzlies very difficult to match up with defensively.
Here's Morant. After the basket by De'Aaron Fox.
They're struggling here early. 1 for 5 now. The D has them bottled up so far.
Loud pass to Bagley. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
An excellent finisher on those lob passes. If Bagley can get his hands to it, he will throw it down.
Morant surveying the D. And finished off by Morant.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Fox finds Bogdanovich. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Oh, this is what smart point guards do. Fox is adept at realizing the defense's mistakes and exploiting it.
Brooks against Bogdanovich. The 3 from Morant. They get it again. Back to Valanciunas. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Second chance shot. Shot clock reset for Memphis. Morant dishes to Winslow. Pass to Valanciunas. Over Barnes. No good from Valanciunas. Sacramento leading by 4. It's stolen by Valanciunas. On the wing, Brooks. Defended by Bagley. Valanciunas passes to Winslow. Kicks it to Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Morant. Nails the baby hook. Morant's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Much more than just a perimeter threat. Morant loves to sneak inside and do damage.
Fox against Morant. it's Fox with the jam.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Now here's Brooks. Pass to Winslow. Wants to get it to Morant and does. And finished off by Morant.
Well, you see the burst. Morant very hard to catch once he gains a step.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Elitsa finds Bogdanovic. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
The 3 from Morant. Tries again. Here's the 3. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Kings on top, leading by 4. And don't go... And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching from the Kings, guys.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Memphis, they've got Anderson. He's out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Gutterich in at the 3 spot. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Here's Giles. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Memphis trailing here.
And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clark, brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the three-point shooting.
They kick out to Heel. Back to Bazemore. Outside, Joseph. And it's blocked. One-on-one fast break. A nice shot by Gutterich. And that ties it up.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
A player known for his athleticism, Clark's skill set may have been underappreciated by people and personnel.
And not only the long-range shooting, Clark showed up with a terrific floater, hit his free throws. He even started creating for others by the end of last year.
Here's Jones. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
It's his first trip to the line.
And he hit his foul shots a season ago at about a 74% clip.
The first free throw is good. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Here's Melton, covered by Heel. Here's Jones. Holmes trying to free himself up. Clark. Now the pass to Anderson. Here's Melton. The Grizzlies with another miss. And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Here's Bazemore. Off target at the rim. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Here's Gutterich. He's covered by Joseph. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Clark's got the game tied up here for Memphis.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard. Yeah, easy call.
The Kings shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And that one falls for Parker. Barnes, he's checked in for the Kings. Fox comes in for Joseph.
And at this stage of Parker's career, it's about accepting whatever role is asked of him. So far, he has done an admirable job of doing this.
Clark kicks to Brooks. Back to Clark. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, there were more rumors that the Grizzlies ownership were exploring relocation. Now the lease at FedEx Forum runs through 2027, with substantial penalties for breaking it early. But playing in a small market with the financial challenges the league has seen of late, that wouldn't necessarily preclude a move someday down the road. Guys?
Hopefully they can stay put. Thanks, D.A. Here's Barnes. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Oh, the muscle and focus on display right there. Barnes, not easy trying to distract him from there.
Morant dishes to Valanciunas. Three-pointer, Brooks. Barnes grabs the miss. Kings have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Fox, no good.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Oh, man, you just want to go find some place to hide, man. It's almost impossible to miss that.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
Clark into the lane. He dishes it to Valanciunas. Fox with the steal. And the Kings pushing it up now. Here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
He wasn't messing around on that finish. That's what I'm talking about. Barnes taking out all margin of error, throwing it down.
Clark outside. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Grizzlies lead by 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey folks, can't tell you, for the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. They only had a couple of rough stretches as the first. And that.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Memphis leading. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Marvin Bagley is out there with Bielitsa, and it's Barnes in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results. And judging Morant's game early on, I've heard a few people with Allen Iverson comparisons.
Well, put me in that number as well. That's going to be tough to fill up, but it just means he has the potential. The quickness, the athletic ability, the IQ, the handles. They're both lightning fast, slight builds, both tough. And you see the explosive ability to get to the rim and finish. I'm going to ask my boy AI what he thinks about the young job.
Brooks, the pass to Valanciunas. Here's Morant. Bagley with the block.
And that's just the activity on the defensive end. I love it when Bagley goes after rejections. It helps fire him up. Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior. Gotta love it.
Memphis leading by 4. Morant outside. And finished off by Morant.
Man, he's got some hops. Morant loves to attack the rim when he gets the chance. Any chance.
Morant against Fox. And the rejection by Jackson.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been an easy lay.
Passes it to Bielitsa. Banked in off the glass. Bielitsa's got his first 2 points.
And how about the fundamentals right there? I mean, Bielitsa is so skilled at keeping his balance in the face of adversity.
And it's Morant missing. The Kings trail by 4. Here's Barnes. And the basket is good. Barnes has got 6.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Morant outside. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. And some changes here for the Kings. Giles checked in for Harrison Barnes. Kent Bazemore comes in for Bogdanovich. And Corey Joseph subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look. And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Pass to Jones. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And it goes down 2 points.
Oh, I love it. He's working the ball down low. Always a good plan of attack.
Down low. Here's Bagley. Grizzlies with the rebound. Here's Gutterich. Chalk up 2 there. And now a 4-point Memphis lead.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Now here's Bazemore. He's tightly guarded. He doesn't hit that one. And it's Memphis the other way. Kicks it to Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Jones. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Grizzlies shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Bagley. Hield comes in for Kent Bazemore. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Joseph. And Memphis also making a switch. Clark's checked in. Giles the pass to Fox. Crafty move. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Fox has got 6.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Here's Gutterich. Anderson right side. Clark for 3. The rebound by Giles.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
It's Anderson with the drive. That one falls. Anderson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies.
Oh, he's a big man with the point guard-esque type handle. If you ask me, it's great watching him use his unique skill set.
Fox. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Memphis making a change here. Morant's checked in.
What sticks out about Fox is his speed. He's one of the fastest guys in the game at both ends of the floor.
Holmes with the steal.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to get the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
Pass to Morant. Here's Clark. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. 8 points for him.
Oh, this is just being a good teammate. Morant making sure to whip the ball over to his open man.
Stolen away. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Memphis out in front. They lead by 5. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, that's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Brandon Clark is out there with Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Anderson in at the 3, the small forward.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And he makes the first. Winslow's checked in for Anderson. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Out to Brooks. To the paint. Here's Valanciunas. Lays it up off the glass. Valanciunas has got his first points of the game.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Nice D from Valanciunas.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Bagley, he's checked in for the Kings. And it's Barnes with the ball for Sacramento. They trail by 6. Fox dishes to Bagley. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
He's such a good finisher. I mean, Bagley does not want to waste his chances on the interior. Very explosive for a big.
Bagley against Valanciunas. Great D that time from Bagley. And for the Kings, they're shooting here about 46% for the game. Here's Barnes. Count that one.
Reliable score. Did you see that? Barnes is superb at getting good position and going to work from there.
Bogdanovich against Brooks. Bagley with the block. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
And now with all the momentum on this side here late, you got to think they've got the upper hand.
Bagley with the block. Healed the pass to Fox. But they'll get another chance. Morant with the steal. Fox with the steal. And now Sacramento on the break. Bogdanovich finds Heel. Back to Bogdanovich. Sacramento moving it around. The pass to Fox. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Superior strength from the little man. Fox accepting the challenge and fighting through the contact well.
The Kings making a switch here. Bielitsa's checked in. Jaren Jackson. He's checked in for the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Morant outside. Will it go? And the layup is good.
And this is what you want from your leader. No moment is too big for Morant.
Kings have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Fox passes to Bielitsa. Right side Bagley. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And they count on Bielitsa in important moments, and that's why he's out there to deliver big buckets.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Passes to Valanciunas. Winslow with it.
Gotta appreciate the hustle from Bagley. I mean, it's a big boost when he works hard on deep.
It's Bielitsa, and the rejection by Jackson. Here's Morant. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Bogdanovich is checked in for Heel.
Now, that's big free throws from a player they depend on in those situations.
1:27 left to play in the final quarter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Oh, I mean, what a time to turn it over. I mean, if this game doesn't go their way, we're going to look back on that one.
For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Morant outside. Pass to Winslow. On the wing, Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. Good!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
And finish off by Bagley.
I like seeing young players with Bagley's mental toughness. He was unfazed in the clutch.
And it's Morant at the elbow. The feed to Jackson. Here's Valanciunas. Got it!
With the strong motor and basketball IQ, Valanciunas remains unfazed by pressure situation.
Here's Fox. 2 free throws coming up, and they call it. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. If this game's still up for grabs, he told his team, hey, we're in position to take this one, guys. Let's stay focused and stay together, and we'll get it done. We'll see how it plays out, Kevin.
Knocked away, and they'll keep possession. They shoot again. It's good!
Now that's team basketball. Bielitsa doing a nice job getting the ball to the open man.
And so the timeout by Taylor Jenkins here. Guys, your thoughts?
And they have just enough time for a catch and shoot here. It has to be an immediate shot, though. That's their only hope.
Here's Morant. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot, no good. So it's the Kings taking the W in a close one. What a show they put on here at home tonight. There it is, maybe the most famous.
Hey, Kevin, you may recall that in 2014.
That's a terrific story. David, thank you. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. And for San Antonio, we've got Trey Lyles. He's out there with DeRozan. DeJounte Murray is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Forbes in at the 2. Now here's DeRozan. And finished off by DeRozan.
DeMar is so dangerous when he's attacking the rim. Great drive.
In one area, I don't think DeRozan gets enough credit. Shot creation. If this guy wants to get a decent look, he is more often than not going to get it.
Greg, the reason why he has a great combination of speed and strength. DeMar DeRozan is comfortable pulling up on a drive or going all the way to the rack. You don't put up the numbers DeRozan has in his career without being elite at shot creation. You know, in most NBA drafts, Ja Morant would have gone #1 overall, but not in a draft with Zion, at least not at the time.
From the line, and there it is for him.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
On offense, here are the Spurs. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Brooks. Inside, here's Jackson. Got a piece of it. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Lyons. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Getting hit on that shot there, but Dillon's girth allows him to play right through it.
Valanciunas against Aldridge. Count the basket.
Look, this is how you draw it up coming out of the locker room. 3 of 3 so far.
Morant surveying the D. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
The decision-making keeps improving. Ja Morant looking comfortable operating in pick and rolls.
Murray against Morant. Now here's Murray. He's covered closely.
And that's a special play coming from the 1 spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
Morant passes to Brooks. To the inside. Lock at 6. He gets it in there.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Here's Murray. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Murray's got 6 points. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Here's Lyles. Jaren Jackson making his last shot. Aldridge, good.
I mean, that's a nice find by Murray. He has the height to see the floor, and his awareness continues to grow.
Memphis moving that ball around. One-on-one fast break. Here's DeRozan, and the dunk by DeRozan.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Now here's Winslow. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Grant, good, and the nice assist from Winslow.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And Winslow comes to help. Lyles kicks to DeRozan. Back to Lyles. Morant with the steal. Inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Now here's Murray. He has 6 over Morant. That one a little long.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
And the shot goes in. Brooks has got his second basket.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
27 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here is Forbes. Murray outside. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first. Double team on Aldridge. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. Nice D from DeRozan. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis. He notched 8. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for San Antonio. Mills out there with White. Then there's Rudy Gay. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And it's Bellinelli in at the small forward position. Spurs trail by 4.
And Smitty, with Rudy Gay, the long-time NBA veteran, Father Time might have taken away what he once was, but, boy, he still finds ways to contribute.
He does, G.A. Rudy Gay isn't the same scorer that he once was. But what I love about it, he's actually playing the power forward position more later in his career. He can still fill up the box score and also add a lot of rebounding. His passing has been underrated for a few seasons as well.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, Ja Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has "beneath no one" tattooed on his arm. And he says, "My dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment. And guys, his time is now."
Sure is, D.A. Thank you. San Antonio making a switch here. Walker's checked in. Passes it to Gutterich. Left side, Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. Jones dishes to Anderson. Off target from the baseline. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Trailing by 4. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
Flying high, Gay at one time had a 40-inch vertical.
To the paint, here's Melton. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Outside, Walker. Gay inside. Defended by Anderson. Gay can't get it to go. Here's the floater. He can't get it to go. Walker with some nice D. Here's White. Poeltl trying to get open. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from White.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Jones, the pass to Clark. Back to Jones. Anderson outside. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Jones, no luck. The Spurs have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And finished off by Walker.
Rely on Derek White for good feeds. He plays unselfish heads-up basketball.
Pass to Melton. Kicks it out to Jones. Here's Melton. Misses in close. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Jones. And it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
White looking around. And here's Gay outside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for the Spurs. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Valanciunas is checked in. Walker against Jones. Pass to Valanciunas. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
That's where Valanciunas is a handful, inside and on the block.
Outside, Walker. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
There's the pass to Gutteridge. And the 3 off target.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
And he gets the bucket. DeRozan's got 6 points.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Outside, Jones. Down low. Here's Valanciunas. Drops in the layup for 2. He's got 6.
Almost every move Valanciunas makes, there's going to be some contact. He just plays through it.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Trey Lyles comes in for Rudy Gay. Murray's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. It's Mills in for Walker.
Ja Morant in the open floor. This guy's speed is next level, and he can finish.
DeRozan scanning the floor. And the rejection by Jackson. Fast break Memphis. Here's Valanciunas. Good. And now it's an 8-point Grizzly lead.
Look at the way Valanciunas ran the floor on that break. Very few centers can get up and down the floor like that.
And so that brings the first half to a... All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. It was all Ja Morant in the first quarter. He had 10 points and 1. And that'll do it.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
And Mills in the NBA for over a decade now, GA, but he still has incredible speed that's key to his game.
And Kevin, with Mills, that end-to-end speed doesn't get shown off too often. In the half court, though, he does a great job of creating looks for himself, accelerates off of screens, can still leave a defender in the dust when he turns it on.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. Morant against Murray. Leans inside. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Spurs trail by 6. Here's DeRozan. That one drops for him. DeRozan's got 8.
Physical defense, but DeRozan with great focus and great upper body strength.
Morant kicks to Winslow. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Morant dishes to Brooks. Shot clock at 5. 16 feet away, and the shot falls short this time.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
So it's the Grizzlies now, following the bucket by the Spurs. Here's Jackson. Yep, that one goes in there. He's got 6.
That was the first make of the half. 1 for 4 now. Let's see if that gets them going.
Brooks against Murray. Pass to Forbes. He dishes it to Aldridge. Here is Forbes. Guarded by Morant. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down to 2 on the bucket from Forbes. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Wasted no time on that one. And it's a 7-point Grizzly lead.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
DeRozan in the corner. Back to Murray. Kicks to DeRozan. Here's Aldridge. No good that time. Nice D from Valanciunas. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Valanciunas against Aldridge. Back to Morant. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Missed inside.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm. Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And finished off by Morant.
A guy who can lull you to sleep and then burst right past you. Ja Morant on the attack.
To the middle. Brooks against Murray. Shot to stop the run. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
And Smitty, with DeJounte Murray, he's got great length at that guard position, and it can make him a menace defensively.
Yes, it does. DeJounte Murray is 6'4", but has a 6'10" wingspan. Still very young and learning about defense, but his instincts off the chart. He could end up being one of the premier defenders in the league by the end of his deal.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Pirtle, he's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Trey Lyles. White, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Mills in for DeMar DeRozan.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
He was barely recruited out of high school. Derek White's story is inspiring. He's someone that never gave up on his dream.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for the Spurs. Pass to Anderson. Out to the wing. Pirtle with the steal. Gay with it. Guarded now by Clark. Here's Mills. An easy 2 points on the layup. Mills has got his first 2 points.
A proficient scorer out in space. Mills hustles up court, gets the look he wants.
Here's Jones. It's good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Mills. Pass to Pirtle. On the wing, Bellinelli. The Grizzlies pull it in.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Pirtle. That's his first foul. Here's Melton. White covering. Here's Jackson. And that one drops. Jackson's got 10 points in the game.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Here's Mills. Pirtle controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Got to be on the lookout for Pirtle crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Grizzlies lead by 5. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Rudy Gay is out there with White. And it's Mills. Then there's Pirtle. And it's Walker in at the shooting guard position. That's the San Antonio 5. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Clock at 2. And the rejection by Jackson. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. No good from Clark. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. It's a 5-point game.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Now here's Morant. Ball's knocked loose. Mills with the steal. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You know, he's not someone who spends a ton of time in the painted area, but Patty Mills looking comfortable on that one.
Morant passes to Jackson. To the inside. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Now here's Walker. Feeds to Pirtle. Good, nice job down low.
Really nice work. Pirtle going to town on the weak defense down in the paint.
And they double up Morant. And now White pushing it up and no one back to stop him. And the dunk by Walker.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Here's Jackson after the basket by San Antonio. He misses the mark. He's now 6 of 8.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
And then Gay with the dunk.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Memphis also making some changes. Valanciunas is checked in for Clark. Justice Winslow comes in for Anderson, and Brooks subbed in for DeAnthony Melton. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He warned them they've got to get back in transition. He said they've given up way too many fast break points, and he said we have to slow the pace of the game down and force them into taking some tough shots. Kevin?
And you know, this team, they're still learning how to use Dillon Brooks. He's a little bit of a tweener in terms of size and athleticism.
Now here's Murray. Right side Aldridge. Down low. Miles. And the call on the shot that sends. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
Aldridge has all the tools to protect the rim. He's only averaging.
Whoa, hammering it in.
DeMar DeRozan, when you need a score, go to the guys you feel comfortable with.
Here's Morant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. First free throw is good, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. Both free throws good from Morant.
Tight ball game. Who do you want at the charity stripe? This guy.
Murray against Morant. With some arc. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Here's Forbes. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his first. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
Oh, did you see that? When you get your tickets to see him play, that is what you are paying for. Incredible dunk from DeRozan.
Morant finds Brooks. It's Morant with the drive.
This is why he has the ball. Ja Morant, he loves to deliver in these moments.
Murray surveying the D. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Well, we know Murray lives with the ball in his hands. That's what makes his improvement at the line so crucial. Cool under pressure. Terrific job nailing those 2 free throws there.
Now here's Morant. He kicks it to Winslow. Back to Morant.
Good! Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
DeRozan against Winslow. Murray left side. Yes!
A tough cover because Murray thrives in the pick and roll. He can beat you with the shot or the pass.
Morant kicks to Brooks. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the pass to Valanciunas. It's in!
He's shown he can get it done in the big moments. JB delivering in the clutch.
Outside DeRozan. And he goes big with the dunk right over Jaren Jackson.
DeRozan simply rising to the occasion with that make. Huge shot.
And a big mental mistake as they get called for the timeout when they had none remaining. And they're going to pay for it with maybe the rarest of technical fouls.
Yeah, major mental lapse there. He's got to know they're out of timeouts. Just a total unnecessary technique.
You're right, G.A. He won't live that one down easily. Not his proudest moment. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The New Orleans riverfront gleaming brightly. And we've got...
Hey, Kevin. Jrue Holiday.
Terrific. David, thanks. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. And for New Orleans, Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. And it's Ball in at the point guard position. So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. Holiday, no one around him. No good with the triple.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Jackson, great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And Jrue Holiday, the bucket on the assist from Favors. Both teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. Here's Morant after Jrue Holiday's score. Brooks outside. Feeds it to Valanciunas. And stolen by Favors. And here we go. Fast break. Williamson's got it. And the rejection by Jackson. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Morant. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Inside. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Greg, last year, Williamson entered the NBA as one of the most well-known rookies since LeBron James.
Already had millions of followers on social media. Global name recognition. He has an above-the-rim game that produces the kinds of highlights that people want to see.
They now take the lead.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Now here's Morant. Here's Valanciunas. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The Pelicans have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Back to Ball. New Orleans moving it around. Morant with the steal. And Valanciunas penetrating. No good that time. Some solid defense from Ingram. To the left side wing. Ball, the pass to Favors. Ball against Morant. The kick out to Holiday. Here's Favors. Another shot. No good on the layup.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Valanciunas dishes to Morant. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Valanciunas on the double team. Williamson, the pass to Favors. Back to Williamson. The feed now to Favors. Beyond the arc. And it's Williamson missing. The Grizzlies have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Pass to Valanciunas. Wants to get it to Morant and does. Back to Valanciunas. Taken away by Holiday. And here we go. Fast break. Williamson's got it. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Yeah, the awareness and the natural playmaking ability starting to show up in Zion's play.
Morant outside. Jackson against Williamson. There's Winslow. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
Well, Winslow gets aggressive and puts the defense on their heels, leaving them no chance but the foul.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. That's good from Winslow. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
You think about Winslow and his limited opportunities so far in the league. The talent is there, and they're starting to explore his playmaking ability as a point forward.
Now here's Jackson. The pass to Redick. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
JJ works hard, forcing the defense to be aggressive with him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you look at his numbers from last year, 89% from the line, so hard to ask for much more than that.
And he knocks down the first one. D'Anthony Melton. He's checked in for Memphis. And both free throws good for Redick.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
And it's Melly missing. Pass to Clark. And Clark slams it in.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
He gets it up, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And that does it for the first quarter. Grizzlies lead by 4. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trying times.
Being able to go through adversity and come up.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for Memphis guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for New Orleans right now, they've got Hart. Jackson is out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Hayes. And it's Melly in at the 4 spot. Hayes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And last year on draft night, it was Hayes who rocked that Sideshow Bob necklace with 1,000 stones. And his nickname, Sideshow Jax.
Well, I love the nickname, but I love the potential of what it is that Jackson Hayes can bring to a ball club that needs his center to be able to run up and down and play at pace and play above the rim.
Back to Hart. He's looking for Okafor and finds him. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Jones, the pass to Gutterich. He feeds it to Clark. Here's Jones. A second chance effort. And Clark with the lay-in. Clark's got 8.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And then jammed down as he goes right over Jahlil Okafor.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Redick passes to Okafor. And he uses the glass on the layup.
So this is when you start to talk about Redick not just always looking for offense, clearly looking for teammates there.
To the paint, here's Clark. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
It's stolen by Jones. Passes it to Gutterich. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And it's blocked. Outside Jackson. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Redick with the bucket. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Zion Williamson's checked in for Hayes. Ingram comes in for Josh Hart. Drew Holiday's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Ball subbed in for Frank Jackson.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Holiday against Brooks. Ball kicks to Okafor. And then Okafor slams it in.
What a passer this guy is. I love how fast Ball is at noticing when the defense has just overcommitted.
Brooks dishes to Valanciunas. Pass to Morant. The tray. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Pelicans trail by 9. Ball, the pass to Holiday. And Holiday throws it down.
And don't forget about Drew Holiday. He's got some ups. More than capable of getting up there to the rim.
Morant outside. Back to Brooks. 6 to shoot. There's the triple. Pelicans pull it in. Williamson's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Holiday kicks to Ball. Williamson outside. Feeds it to Okafor. Williamson in the post. Brooks covering. Now the pass to Ingram. Over Jackson. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Morant with a wide open look. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Morant's got himself on the board with 3 there. Ingram attacking. Here's Ball. Nice D from Valanciunas. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Brandon Clark playing terrific basketball in this one. He had 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal. And that'll...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 8-point game. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. Ingram left side. Dishes it to Favors. 5 on the clock. And Derek Favors with the slam.
And Brandon Ingram at that size able to survey the entire floor and make a play.
And Bones, one of the things you're seeing from Ingram is his improved strength, something he's worked on now for a while.
Yeah, B.I. has talked about eating 6 meals a day back in college and still coming into the league at 190 pounds. But eventually that metabolism's going to slow down. And if you keep putting in that kind of work, the incremental improvements are going to speed up. We've been seeing that from Brandon Ingram. Man, these Kevin Durant comparisons are starting to come to fruition right here, especially when Ingram is finishing with power on the drive.
The three from Morant. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Ingram dishes the ball. Pass to Favors. Back to Ball. Inside, stolen by Winslow. Morant outside. Brooks outside. Winslow with it. Favors picks him up. Valanciunas with the ball. From deep. Favors with the rebound.
His shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Ingram passes to Williamson. And another turnover here by New Orleans. So for the Pelicans, Melly is checked in for Williamson. Josh Hart comes in for Drew Holiday. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Ball. And Memphis also making a switch. Anderson's checked in. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense. And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
So for the Pelicans, Jackson Hayes comes in for Derek Favors. And it's Frank Jackson in for Brandon Ingram.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Jones looking for an opening. Anderson outside. Some nice passing there by Memphis. It's Jones on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Hart. Oh, that's blocked.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Drew Holiday, he's checked in for Frank Jackson.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Passes it to Jones to the wing on the left. Anderson up top, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
For New Orleans, they have shot 50% from the line today. 3 for 6.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
And that time, also a missed shot.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
Here's Gutteridge. Pass to Melton. Launches a 3. The shot, no good. And the Pelicans with the possession. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Hart. And the layup's good off the glass.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
There's 47 seconds left here in the third quarter. Jackson finds Anderson. Here's Melton. Hart for 3. Rebounded by Hart.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Derek Favors checked in for Jackson Hayes. Zion Williamson comes in for Nicolo Melli. Ingram, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Drew Holiday.
Well, if you're going to perfect your shooting stroke, it's not just about the three. Sometimes it's about settling in and getting to the free throw line to get those mechanics down. And Lonzo is improving.
Ball hits them both.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
Morant outside. It could go. Shoots over Ball. And he could not. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double check.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. New Orleans on top, up 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. He told his guys, tempo, more tempo. You've got to be quicker into transition. Push the ball. Let's get some opportunities before their defense can set up. Kevin, back to you.
Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Hart is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's Favors in at the 5 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant. And they had only a 6% chance of landing that number 2 overall pick.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Pelicans now. Ball against Morant. Here's Favors. He gets that one. They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the three-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
Goes back up, out to Brooks. A 3 ball. Favors with the rebound. Favors got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Ingram, and slam dunk by Ingram.
This level when B.I. gets up like that and just stretches out for 2.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. Now here's Morant for 3. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close, he's getting the ball.
Slamming it home. Part of why Favors shoots it so well from the field, sometimes he just spikes it instead of shooting. The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Ball finds Favors. Williamson outside. There's the pass to Favors. Clock at 6. The drive by Williamson. Lays it up and banks it in. Williamson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Pelicans.
Well, a little contact from the defense goes a long way for Zion Williamson.
Jackson passes to Winslow. Back to Jackson. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. Drew Holiday's checked in for New Orleans. The three from Morant. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Favors got 6 rebounds here tonight. Ingram with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Ball, the pass to Holiday. Now the dish to Ingram. Back to Holiday. And there's the feed to Favors. Brooks on the double team. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And the shot goes down. And now an 8-point Pelican lead.
Well, a longer point guard out there, Drew Holiday, can score close into the rim with that kind of size.
Holiday against Morant. Good on the bucket.
And for a great shooter, Morant really works for high percentage shots. Loves to take it inside.
On the wing, Holiday. Brooks covering. Back to Holiday. And Favors gets to Holiday. Favors passes to Williamson. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from 11. That one off the back iron and out. The Grizzlies trail by 6. There's Winslow. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists now in this one.
That's an enormous bucket from Winslow there. They needed that one.
And the rejection by Jackson. Williamson, the pass to Favors. Down low, here's Holiday. Winslow dishes to Valanciunas. At the top of the key, Favors. And the rejection by Jackson. Valanciunas in the high post. Working on Williamson. Brooks, left side. Pass to Valanciunas. Morant outside. That shot missing. They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
Ball with the bucket.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
It falls. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
A huge shot from Morant. Wow, you see why they put the ball in his hands in those situations.
Jackson passes to Valanciunas. Money!
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
From 17 feet out, it drops. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Yeah, there's a good indicator of Winslow and his feel for the game. I like how much he makes a concentrated effort to get the ball right there to the open man.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Bear.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Well, you can't help but notice the high style of the Grizzlies as they came and hit.
Hey, good evening, Kevin.
DA, the Sacramento fans would love to see that as well. Thanks so much for that report. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bagley is out there with Nemanja Bjelica, and it's Barnes in at the small forward position. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot.
No, he's a solid team player. He doesn't always look for a shot. He enjoys getting into the open teammate.
Here's Valanciunas. Morant against Fox. Valanciunas dishes to Morant. Doesn't go for him. Now Sacramento takes it the other way.
And never the star some predicted coming out of North Carolina, but Harrison Barnes still a quality wing in our league.
Oh, yeah, GA. I mean, mostly a straight line driver. I like him playing off the ball, spotting up and diving when the opportunity presents itself. Well, then we know that Morant can make this shot. The defense has to defend him better next time.
Here's Bagley. Stolen by Winslow. Brooks with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. And it's Morant. That time on the assist by Brooks.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Bogdanovich passes to Bagley. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. To the inside. And finished off by Bagley.
A confident scorer. I mean, even when the defense is on Bagley and being aggressive, he gets it done.
Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Morant outside. Trying to get open is Brooks. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw of the game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And what really separates Morant, the intangibles. He has a great camaraderie with his teammates already.
The offensive rebound. It's Bjelica. Outside Bogdanovich. Drills the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Brooks. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And this guy is a gamer. Brooks, I mean, you have to admire how competitive he is, even amongst aggressive coverage.
Fox passes to Barnes. Sacramento moving it around. Back to Fox. Morant with the steal. And finished off by Morant.
Ooh, rolling to the rim with force. Love when Morant goes hard and converts with the slam.
The Kings trail by 4. Pass to Bjelica. Stolen by Winslow. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Now, here's Fox. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Daimler, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. CJ McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Memphis. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for the Kings. Joseph comes in for De'Aaron Fox. Passes to Jones. From past the arc. Sacramento grabs the miss. Right side Bagley. Barnes finds Bielitsa. Now here's Bagley. A shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Bagley's got 6.
Now that's team basketball. Bielitsa doing a nice job getting the ball to the open man.
And the pass to Jones. The 8-footer uses the glass to drop it in. There's 38 seconds left here in the first quarter. Hield kicks to Joseph. Pass to Bielitsa. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. You don't get many chances either.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. The 3 from Joseph. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Brooks outside. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
This is what you like seeing. Brooks being aggressive and taking initiative there.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's stolen by Valanciunas. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. It's the Grizzlies leading by 6. And back with the start of the second. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Great balance of efficiency and intensity, which is why they hold the early lead.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Brandon Clark is out there with Anderson. Then it's Jones. And it's Gutterich in its small forward. The Kings shooting their first free throw of the contest.
Now look, and when Parker's healthy, he's an effective player. He's battled a lot of injuries, and he's still fighting and competing.
Melton passes to Clark. Basket counts.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
The Kings trail by 5.
And though he's very active at the offensive end, Melton probably makes his biggest impact defensively.
I agree, Gia. He works hard, shows good instincts, and reads the passing lanes very well. He's also disruptive with his speed, his length, and I like that he can play physical. He can get you out of your rhythm.
Jones in the post. Joseph on him. Clark dishes to Jones. Clock at 4. And he lays it straight in. Jones has got the lead up to 7 now for Memphis.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Joseph, the pass to Giles. Back to Joseph. To the middle. And he jams it with authority.
What a fantastic finish there on the break.
Look at that awareness. Such a heads-up play to kick it back.
Jones looking for an opening. It's deflected. It's tipped. Down low, here's Parker, and the dunk by Parker.
Oh, look at Hill's selfish approach. He's working to find everyone to look, not just himself.
Here's Melton, covered by Hield. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Hield with the bucket.
I love how aggressive Hill takes it to the rim. Even when he knows he's going to get hit, he muscles through it.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Pass to Gutteridge. Outside, Jones. Rebound by the Kings.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Inside. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Hield outside. Back to Parker, and the dunk by Parker.
That's just the playmaking ability of Hill. I mean, beautiful dime in the pick and roll to set up his teammate.
Passes it to Melton. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. Here's Joseph. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Mark against Bazemore. Outside, Joseph. 1:15 left to play here in the second quarter. And he banks in the layup. Joseph's got his first bucket in this one.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
No good from Clark.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And the dunk by Bazemore.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Clark into the lane. And it goes down 2 points. Clark's got his second basket of the game.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Hield right side. Back to Giles. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Kings have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Jabari Parker. Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Hield. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Corey Joseph.
But just another example of why you run plays through Morant. I mean, he makes great decisions with the ball in his hands.
Fox kicks to Giles. Outside, Bogdanovic. Back to Giles. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Jabari Parker making things happen for the Sacramento Kings.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Jones. And, guys, some say the shooting guard position has been a little thin in recent years, but the sharp shooting. And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of act.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
He did a great job of attacking the seams, getting to the rim, and then finishing strong.
On the floor for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovic pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Bagley in at the 5 down low. Jackson dishes to Morant. Second shot opportunity. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Here's Bagley. The pass to Bielitsa. Now Barnes. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Out to Morant. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for 2.
One thing Morant does with consistency, I mean, he keeps defenders off balance.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. And so Fox will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Up and in on the layup.
It's good seeing Fox work his magic down there, looking unafraid, even though he's not the biggest of guys.
And getting to the free throw line more and more. GA awfully tough to stay in front of De'Aaron Fox.
I mean, he's just got to knock him down, though. I mean, a free throw percentage, I think he can and will improve upon.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
Nice spin off the left rim and in. Now it's a 3-point Grizzly lead.
Man, I love watching this kid play. Morant, he's just electric at the offensive end. He's having a night.
Bielitsa with the bucket.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside, and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Pass to Brooks. And a wide open look for Valanciunas. No good from outside. The Kings have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And Fox gets it to go.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Winslow finds Morant. Rebound by Bielitsa.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
And finished off by Bagley.
An excellent finisher on those lob passes. If Bagley can get his hands to it, he will throw it down.
Here's Morant. Rebound by Bielitsa. Bielitsa's got 4 rebounds in this game. Barnes with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Brooks up on top. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Brooks against Bogdanovich. Misses the layup. Sacramento leading by 3. Back to Barnes. There's 1:26 left in the third. 6 on the shot clock. Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now. Well, Bagley's an agile athlete with exceptional leaping ability, so his fancy flush shouldn't be surprising.
Here's Barnes. It's tipped. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got his 4th assist in this one.
So with elite speed and quickness, Morant continues to be ferocious on fast breaks.
Offside Fox.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Here's Morant. Valanciunas inside. Defended by Bagley. Jackson passes to Valanciunas. Rebound by Bielitsa. Bielitsa's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Stolen by Jackson.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
Brooks dishes to Winslow. Here's Morant. It's good. Morant's got 10 points in the quarter.
You could do that every time up the floor. Put Morant in the pick and roll. Just let him go to work.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Kings lead by 1. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Jonas Valanciunas. Kyle Anderson is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Melton in at the point guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Clark, the pass to Anderson. Chalk up 2 there.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just trying to keep the momentum now, and that's easier said than done.
And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That is his first foul of the game. And the Kings making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Fox passes to Giles. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, this is why Fox's teammates love him. I mean, when they're open, he makes sure to get it to him.
Memphis trailing here. Here's Melton. And the rejection by Holmes. And Fox has it in the corner. And it's Fox with the jam.
I mean, having a point guard who can attack the basket like Fox is priceless. I mean, they love to see him take it up strong like that.
Pass to Clark. Passes it to Gutteridge. Here's Melton, guarded by Fox. Just 5 on the clock. The pass to Gutteridge. From outside, off the mark. Sacramento leading by 3. Here's Hield. And a missed layup.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Gutteridge. Off target from 3-point range.
Well, if you can't hit that one, your teammates are going to think twice about feeding you the next time down.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Brandon Clark.
You have to commend the tenacity of Hill, earning the trip to the foul line.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, Buddy Hield, the consummate gym rat, growing up in the Bahamas, he built his own rim with a milk crate and would shoot all night. His neighbors got so tired of yelling at him to keep it down. He sprinkled broken glass under the rim to get him to move the hoop.
Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Memphis. Morant comes in for Melton. Kept alive. It's Morant with the drop.
Constantly competing. Morant is a terrific rebounder for his position and also a terrific finisher.
Hield outside. Pass to Holmes. And he converts the layup. Holmes got the lead up to 5 now for Sacramento. And Greg, they said Hield would wait until his mom fell asleep and then sneak out to play basketball. And when she came looking for him, he'd take off running.
Yeah, he preferred to catch that discipline at home more so than in public. But growing up in the 8 Mile Rock, a tough neighborhood, his mom rightfully very protective.
And they count on Bielitsa in important moments, and that's why he's out there to deliver big buckets.
And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Jackson comes in for Brandon Clark. And it's Justin Winslow in for Kyle Anderson. And the Kings also making a change. Bagley's checked in.
With the strong motor and basketball IQ, Valanciunas remains unfazed by pressure situation.
Pass to Brooks. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Good ball movement here by the Kings. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And here we go with Brooks running it up the court. It's blocked.
The concentration from Barnes on defense. He knows exactly when to attack the shot.
Winslow, the pass to Valanciunas to take the lead. And now the Kings, fast break. Barnes got the ball, and it's denied. Fox with the steal. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
Outside, Bagley. And Bielitsa kicks to Bagley. And foul on the shot. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed. Guys?
Thanks so much, David.
What sticks out about Fox is his speed. He's one of the fastest guys in the game at both ends of the floor.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're behind by 2. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime.
They need that kind of defensive impact from Bagley. I mean, he's using his size and length to force opponents to be aware of him at that end of the floor.
And so it's Sacramento who scraped. and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. And the starting group for the Spurs. We've got DeRozan, Aldridge out there with Lyles. Then there's Murray, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the small forward position. Now here's Murray. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Those are the plays you want from Valanciunas on the defense.
Look out! Here he comes!
That was amazing, and look at the elevation. Incredible leaper, explosive finisher. DeRozan with one of his acrobatic dunks.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Morant. Makes it off the glass.
Well, Morant's awareness in the pick and roll is special. He usually makes the right reads.
Greg, with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan, it helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
It's good on the putback.
The man just knows how to generate points. Aldridge creating a second chance opportunity and then cashing in.
Brooks dishes to Winslow. Brooks the pass to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
You love to see that kind of elevation from your point guard. John Morant's a reliable finisher.
Morant against Murray. Stolen by Winslow. Here's Brooks. And that one is stuffed right through.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And here we go, the Grizzlies on a fast break. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Gotta love the big man Valanciunas fighting for that extra chance, and he was rewarded for his effort.
Murray against Morant. Right at the free throw line. Murray, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
Anderson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Tyus Jones comes in for Morant. The Spurs also changing it up. Rudy Gay's checked in for Lyles. White comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Mills in for Murray.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
Here's Brooks following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Brooks the pass to Jones. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Aldridge.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
He shoots again. He lays it in. Aldridge has got 6.
Great balance and body control for a big. Aldridge powers through some pretty good defense there.
And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team. So you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there. And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Pirtle, he's checked in for San Antonio. Lonnie Walker comes in for Patty Mills.
DeMar is so dangerous when he's attacking the rim. Great drive.
For Memphis, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Jones against White. And they get it. The kick out to Anderson. The rebound by the Spurs. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Walker leading the charge. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for the Spurs. Jones looking for an opening. Clark right side. And it's sent back by White.
Quick off the floor, White tracks that shot and sends it back airmail.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And here are the Grizzlies now, following the bucket by the Spurs. Left side, Jones. The layup off target.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
And here comes White, leading the fast break. But they get it back. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
A beast defensively. Clark's reach and high motor is what makes him effective.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Spurs as they go on a 10-0 run to end the period. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Spurs, Pirtle is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Bellinelli. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Walker in at the 2. And Memphis making a change here. Winslow's checked in. San Antonio also making some changes. Lyle comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Lonnie Walker.
Shooting over 43% from distance during his college career. This is Forbes' specialty.
Here's Morant. Following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Pass to Melton. Memphis moving it around. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Clark. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Here's Morant after the basket by San Antonio. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Count that one.
It breaks down your defense when Ja Morant gets in the lane. You want to force him outside.
You look back at that 2019 draft, Zion goes 1, Morant goes 2, and with everything we know about them now, could you imagine having to make that choice today?
That is a tough choice, GA. Or even crazier, could you imagine having both of them on your team? The reason why I say that, as amateurs, they played together in South Carolina. Little did they know at the time, they would be the future of this league.
Here's Morant, following the score by DeJounte Murray. His first miss, now 3 of 4 from the field.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
I like this from Murray. This is what the team needs from him. He's a catalyst.
Here's Morant. He's got 6. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Winslow. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
I love the energy and effort Winslow brings to the court. If he continues to play hard, I think he'll be around for a long time.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jones is checked in. And it's Mills with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Pass to Gay. And here's Mills. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Aldridge. Valanciunas grabs the board. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Winslow with it. To the inside. Mills with the steal. In transition. Here come the Spurs. That one goes. Count it.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Outside, Jones. Pass to Valanciunas. Clock at 6. Back to Jones. Shoots over Mills. And again, Memphis no good. Spurs leading by 9. And DeRozan at the basket on the assist from Gay. DeRozan's got 8 points.
Excellent setup. Gay has worked on his court vision over the years. Pays off right there.
Jones kicks to Winslow. And there's the pass to Jackson. Out to Brooks. Knocked loose. Valanciunas trying to free himself up.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Offensive rebound. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A guy who's always had the tools to get to the line more. Gay aggressive that time.
The Spurs have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight. Walker's checked in for Derek White. And so he hits both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
The Grizzlies trail by 13. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Now here's Jones. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. To the paint. Walker looking for an opening. And finished off by Walker.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And so it's San Antonio riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. And that's...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of...
Oh, the power on that throwdown!
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Murray, the pass to Lyles. Morant against Murray. He kicks it to Forbes. The feed to Aldridge. And the dunk by Aldridge.
Wow, Aldridge attacking the rack. I love it.
And as great a player as LaMarcus Aldridge is, at times his defense can be a concern, only getting tougher for him as he ages.
LaMarcus Aldridge, GA, will be able to score forever. Defending pick and rolls, keeping up with Bobo Biggs, that's a problem right now later in his career. Limiting minutes and picking up matchups might be the best way to disguise this.
Winslow dishes to Valanciunas. Over Aldridge. Jackson. They get it back. Out to Brooks. Hit his foot. And it's being called a kickball. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Morant against Murray. And finished off by Morant.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic, even his teammates look a little stunned.
Pass to Forbes. DeRozan with it. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Outside DeRozan.
DeRozan, a raw athlete entering this league. He's worked on his skill to the point where he's now a perennial all-star candidate.
The Spurs have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. White, he's checked in for the Spurs. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Now Morant. 12 points for him. There's the three. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
What a night for Ja Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Lets it go from 14. Off the left rim and out. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Anderson, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Brooks. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Ja Morant. Just 5 to shoot. Jones, no one around him. That 3 off the mark.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
There's 1:38 left to play in the third. Jones, the pass to Anderson. Rebounded by the Spurs. Gay's got 5 rebounds tonight. There's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Anderson's shot is off.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Clark inside. He's against Gay. No good from Clark. And the Spurs pushing it up now. And the dunk by Walker.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Jones, the pass to Gutterich. 3-pointer. With the putback. And Clark is right there.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
White goes in, and he finishes nicely on the layup. White's got his 2nd bucket.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Jones in the post. White covering, and out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. 17 seconds left in the third quarter. Gay against Anderson. Steps back and fires. Jump shot is good. And the Spurs lead by 17.
Nice play. Gay with the quickness to get in close and the size to close the deal.
Melton. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we'll be back with you shortly. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter, Gay and Aldridge are up front. Then it's Mills, then it's DeRozan, and it's Forbes in at the 2. 3 on the clock. Mills can't hit. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 17. And it's Clark with the jam.
Justice Winslow has done an excellent job of being unselfish and making the right play.
Here's Mills. Pass to Gay. Back to Mills. To the middle. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's Clark with the finish.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Now here's Mills. Defense right on him. The shot's good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Now here's Winslow, covered by Mills. And here's Winslow. And it's Gay with the rebound.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, better find another option.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half. More effort as well. And their offense starting to show signs of life.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Aldridge dishes to Forbes. Back to Aldridge. Stolen by Anderson. And now Winslow pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Here's Brooks. Kicks to Winslow. For the 3. Rebound San Antonio. Gay's got 8 rebounds in this game. It's DeRozan with the drive. San Antonio again missing.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
Winslow finds Clark. And it's Gay with the rebound. Gay's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. DeRozan with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Now here's Winslow, covered by Mills. Anderson wide open. The Grizzlies with another miss.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And finished off by DeRozan.
Quick first step. This is why it's hard to stay in front of DeMar DeRozan.
The Grizzlies trail by 15. Anderson passes to Clark. Over Gay. Misses off the right iron.
Went to the fadeaway. Didn't need to, though. Probably cost him some points.
Outside DeRozan. Back to Forbes. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. He dishes it to Forbes. 6 to shoot. It's DeRozan with the drive. It's rebounded by Memphis.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. it can definitely be considered a statement win for San Antonio.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for LaMarcus Aldridge.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. First one falls for him. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
They needed more from him there. Any point they can get is absolutely critical for them right now.
Here's DeRozan. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And there's the foul. It's on Trey Lyles. That's his first foul of the game. And the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, that's a bad move there. Stops the clock and puts the other side on the line.
As young as Ja Morant is, I'm impressed. He came in ready to lead a team. And these guys, they follow him.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Jaren Jackson. Jackson comes in for Winslow. And Allen subbed in for Dylan Brooks. Can't hit that one. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
And Jackson can definitely rise and be free. Got to keep him out of the paint, or you're just asking for trouble.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They came in here and, all right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game. And the towel is headed down to it.
Kevin, thank you.
He is indeed, D.A. Thank you. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Grizzlies, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. It's Morant with the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morant's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Grizzlies. Here's Ingram, and slam dunk by Ingram.
And that's the way it should be. Ingram aggressive to the rack.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Brooks kicks to Morant. Six on the shot clock. And he makes good on the layup. Morant's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Ball finds Ingram. Back to Ball. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Stolen by Jackson. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it. The fast break chance. Winslow's shot is off. And now the Pelicans on the break. And it's Ingram missing.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Jackson against Ingram. Jackson dishes to Brooks. Shot clock at 5. Back to Jackson. Here's Valanciunas, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
And it's blocked. Here's Brooks. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Back to Holiday. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Morant. There he goes.
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. No. Wow, he was up there, Kevin.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Morant with a wide open look. Off target from outside.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And starting really from when he was born, Williamson has been slated for greatness.
Well, when your parents name you after Mount Zion, which is the highest point in ancient Jerusalem, there might be some blessings coming your way.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Nelly is checked in for Favors. Josh Hart comes in for Brandon Ingram. J.J. Redick's checked in for Drew Holiday. And it's Jackson in for Ball. Down low, it's tipped. Jackson passes to Williamson. Here's Hart. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. To the inside. Williamson kicks to Jackson. The 15-footer. And it's Williamson missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. .110 left in the first quarter. Outside for Jackson. He dishes it to Redick. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Able to finish on the drive. Give Redick a lane, and he's more than happy to take it.
On the wing, Jones takes the 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Pelicans trailed by 5. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Right side, Redick. Inside. Melly passes to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, once Zion gets that close and it's a position that he likes, that backboard's going to be shaking.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Williamson with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williamson. Okafor is checked in for the Pelicans. Hayes comes in for Nicolo Melli. Pass to Gutteridge. Anderson in the post. Working on Hayes. Shot clock at 6. Melton passes to Clark. Can't get it to fall.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 3. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. J.J. Redick is out there with Jackson. Then there's Jahlil Okafor. Then there's Hayes. And it's Hart in at the 3, the small forward. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
Jackson finds Hayes. And he slams it down right on top of Brandon Clark.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Anderson in the post, covered by Hayes, and a missed layup. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Gutteridge, the pass to Clark. To the wing right side. A second chance effort. Kicks it out to Jones. Passes it to Gutteridge. Jones, no one around him. The shot, no good. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. New Orleans moving it around. To the middle. Here's Hart. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Hart's got the lead up to 1 now for the Pelicans. Right side, Jones. Here's Gutteridge. Covered by Redick. Jones for 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Jones has got 8 points.
Now, he's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Jackson passes to Okafor. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Pass to Clark. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Ingram kicks to Holiday. And there's the feed to Favors. And the shot goes in. Favors has got it all tied up now for the Pelicans.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
Morant outside. From downtown. Ball with the rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Yeah, Holiday focused there and a good job of scoring despite getting whacked.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
It was a little bit of a battle for him all season long. Last year, only shooting about 71%.
Greg, hard to think of a player in this league with more of a pass-first mentality than Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes, and he can take advantage.
Favors passes to Ingram. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Well, Brandon Ingram's advantage when he's down low like that still comes through in his length.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two. And there are a number of things that make Ingram a dominant force. But what really jumps out at you the moment you see him, the length. Few wings in league history have had a 7'3" wingspan.
Williamson is checked in for Derek Favors. Over to the left wing. Here's Melly, covered by Winslow. Holiday goes in. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Brooks kicks to Morant from outside the arc. Memphis the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Ingram. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. And it's a 5-point Pelican lead.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Brooks with no one around. A new 14 for the Grizzlies. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Morant dishes to Valanciunas. Morant drives in. Comes up empty down low. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. They're in better shape now than they were at one point. Thanks for joining us, folks.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Tyus Jones with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Jackson kicks to Winslow. Brooks with it. Now guarded by Ingram. Brooks the pass to Morant. And the rejection by Favors. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Williamson with the ball. Ball dishes to Ingram. Knocks it loose. Williamson, the pass to Ingram. To the inside. Favors. And the rejection by Jackson. The pass to Morant. He kicks it to Brooks. Pass to Valanciunas. He's all alone. Here's Favors, and Derek Favors with the slam.
And Brandon Ingram at that size able to survey the entire floor and make a play.
And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And Memphis making a change here. Anderson's checked in, and the Pelicans making a change here as well. Redick is checked in. The 3 from Morant. Favors with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Favors passes to Williamson. Back to Favors. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Feeds it to Ball. That shot off. Morant with some nice D. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Now just a 4-point Pelican lead. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint.
Well, you can see and maybe feel right now him getting into the comfort zone out there after dropping the second three of the half.
Ingram passes to Favors. It's stolen by Valanciunas. It's Morant in the corner. There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter of the game. Excellent D there from Ball. New Orleans leading by 5. Here's Williamson. Oh!
No way. Yeah, so fun to watch him get fancy on any finish. Zion again to the rack.
And stolen by Favors. The drive by Ball. And the wide open shot from Redick. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Redick's got the lead up to 10 now for New Orleans. Morant looking around. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
Feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
And that's going to be a treble. Both teams deciding to change it up. .52 seconds left to play in the third. And there is a whistle, and that's going to go on Jackson Hayes. That is his first foul of the game. Outside, Jones. They get the rebound.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Holiday, the pass to Hayes. There's 31 seconds left in the third. Ingram finds Hayes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside, Jones. Down low. Stolen by Holiday. To the paint. Here's Hayes. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Hayes has got his 2nd basket.
That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
And that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Jahlil Okafor is out there with Hayes. Then it's Holiday, and it's Hart in at the 2.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The Grizzlies trail by 10.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
Hayes with it. He's picked up by Morant. Passes it to Hart. 6 to shoot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Memphis. Lonzo Ball, he's checked in for New Orleans. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. A 12-point game. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Here's Holiday. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Hart the pass to Melly. Back to Hart. Pass to Melly. Stolen by Winslow. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And that one's good by Clark.
You see the court awareness Morant has. Outstanding at keeping his teammates involved with good looks.
Holiday dishes to Okafor. Back to Holiday. He's looking for Okafor and finds him. And the basket is good.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Well, this team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Stan Van Gundy told the team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Ball kicks to Williamson. Just 5 to shoot. Now the pass to Favors.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Redick against Morant. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And the technical free throw is good. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Morant outside. On the wing, Winslow. Clock at 6. Stolen by Ball. It's 2-on-1. All going up court. And it's Favors that time on the assist from Redick. Redick's got his 4th assist in this one. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Here's Morant. Favors with the rebound. Favors has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Redick with the 3. They get it back. Ball, the pass to Redick. Back to Ball. Pass to Favors. Shot clock at 5. Redick for 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Valanciunas dishes to Morant. Back to Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 5th assist in this one.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Redick for 3. Out to Ingram. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Redick can't get that one to fall.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
It's good from long range.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for New Orleans.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Hey, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Derek Favors.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Brooks. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
His first personal foul. Shooting for Memphis.
Good on the first, and that brings them to within 10.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Brooks. Outside Jackson. Inside, stolen by Brooks. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Allen leading the charge. Good work there as it goes.
Well, Jackson just sharing the rock there with the teammate, make the simple play.
And it's Okafor missing. Deep 2 from Anderson. It's in! So we see the Pelicans get the win here. This was a hard... David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.